Hey, welcome to the B-Movie Shelf, my own little video review series on B-movies, low-budget indie movies, horror movies, that kind of stuff. My personal preference is like the sci-fi originals, movies by the Asylum, stuff like that. I really, really love. They're cheesy, but they're fun as hell. But I like pretty much anything that's direct-to-video, straight-to-VOD, horror, action, creature features, you name it, I love it. That's what we're going to be covering here. If anybody's here from my Instagram page, then you already know the type of movies I cover. Anybody who's followed me from my old GeoCities blog and my old Blogger blog, you guys already know the kind of stuff I cover. Once I get a bunch of videos posted up on here, new people will know what I cover. This first one is pretty much just a test. It's just for me to play around with the video editing software and just see how well it all works out. So it's probably not going to be too long, just a short thing to just test things out and get it posted up. So the first movie I want to talk about is actually Banshee Chapter from 2013. It's a movie that scared the ever-loving crap out of me. I don't get scared very easily in horror movies anymore, but this one really did me in, because it was a combination of everything that works with me. Jump scares usually don't work too much, but the jump scares in this movie really, really worked for me. On top of that, what I find affects me the most in horror movies these days is kind of a slow burn, thick atmospheric, lingering sense of dread, that kind of stuff, and this movie does that in spades. It was fantastic, and I loved it. It also tackles a topic that I really enjoy, which is Lovecraftian horror. You know, the whole cosmic horror aspect of that. This is kind of based around secret government experiments into LSD drugs, the whole MK Ultra thing, and opening the mind to be kind of like a interdimensional portal for things to come through into our world. It also deals with the whole government conspiracy aspect of MK Ultra and secret experiments and stuff like that. It's about a reporter whose friend recently was looking into this kind of stuff and had some bad stuff happen to him, and then he disappears, so she's looking into it. She teams up with Ted Levine, of all people, who is playing an excellent Hunter S. Thompson type character, and they kind of start digging into things and get themselves in over their heads. Parts of it are found footage, which those who know me know I really, really love found footage. It's not all found footage though, but the stuff that's not found footage is still shot with a handycam, freestyle, gritty, almost found footage style of filming. So even though the majority of the movie is not found footage, it feels very found footage. There are a couple things I feel like it could have done better. I do feel like it doesn't amount to a very big finish, if that makes sense. There's a lot of build-up, there's a lot of tension build-up, but when all is said and done, it kind of ends on a little bit of a whimper. I was expecting more to happen with the climax of the movie and the ending, but it kind of just builds and builds and builds and builds and then ends without any kind of I feel significant payoff. So I feel like that could have been better. Some of the acting, especially in the first portion of the movie, is not very good. Luckily, those characters are only minor characters, and once we get past them and to the main core cast of the movie, the acting gets a lot better. So that's kind of my quick thoughts on this. I will be making these a lot longer, and if I decide to keep doing them going forward. This, like I said, is just kind of a test run for me to play around with the software, for me to see how well this does, if I even like doing it. And yeah, I guess we'll see how things go from here. Alright, until next time, bye.